I laughed like 5 seconds into the movie and didn't expect it. I think I did. By the way, didn't take any notes. I think the only thing I wrote down was this isn't even funny, but he starts the movie reading the note from his sister Brigitte, and it's like a note from a record, and she says, "Do you remember this?" And he looks at the camera and he says, "Oh, how could I forget?" And like I immediately burst out laughing. It's like not even a funny line. It was just very funny. I didn't know what the tone of the movie was going to be. Anything. Anyway, I feel like we should talk about the plot of this film.
Yeah,
which is very silly. At the very least, we'll set up the main conceit of the film.
Yeah,
and I think the rest we could probably just say out of order.
It follows little Hitler Jr.
Hitler Jr., I believe is his name.
And Ava Braun Jr. Brother and sister orphans coming to America, fleeing the war. The Great War, as they called it back then.
Right, because they only had one.
Yeah. Well, you know what would be freaky is if they called it World War I. Then I think the next World War they should call World War IV, and then we'll be spending the whole time trying to figure out when World War III happened.
Which one of those was 3?
Yeah.
There were a couple.
Yeah, they come over to America, and they're, fostered by a farming family out in, Washington or Idaho?
Yeah.
Watertown. What state was it?
Outside Spokane, Washington.
Okay, yeah, because they were talking about Spokane, but it looked very like farmy. So I guess that's like Eastern Washington.
Yeah, no, that's a farmy. I mean, you don't have to go too far out of Spokane for it to be extremely farmy. It's middle of nowhere, basically.
I see.
Yeah, so they're living it out there, learning, getting themselves educated.
Yes, they're 2 German refugees, young German refugees. War refugees from World War I. They have been taken to the United States and they've been adopted by the local reverend or doctor. Both? Yes, he was both. He baptized, because I remember at one point he says that he delivered some babies and baptized them too. He was the reverend and the doctor, was their like foster father. The main character of the movie is Helmut, and his sister is Brigitte. I legit love the name Helmut. I think it's like a great name.
It's a cool name.
It's a cool name. They obviously they have faced some difficulties socializing with the school kids. It's like a one-room schoolhouse. It's kids of all different ages in this like farming town. Brigitte and Helmut are obviously seen as outsiders, not to mention the fact that there is a war going on with the damn Germans.
Yeah.
So, not everyone takes too kindly to their presence in town. There's a lot of anti-immigrant language which I think is in the movie, supposed to meant to mirror, contemporary day anti-immigration language. I think it's supposed to do that thing that art does where it holds up a mirror to society. Don't you hate that?
I hate that.
I'm
usually on drugs when I'm in society, so I hate having a mirror held up to my face.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm like, ugh.
Yeah. It's like usually one of those like makeup mirrors, so you can see all the pores in your face.
Yeah, but it's like all warped. It's like, ooh.
Yeah.
Not very nice.
I want to look at crazy basketball happenings when I hold up a mirror.
Yeah. Instead of holding up a mirror to society, can you hold up a blooper reel, a sports blooper reel?
Can you hold up another screen in front of my face, playing something?
While
silly?
While you're holding up a mirror to society, can I hold up my phone playing basketball highlights? So I can sort of multitask.
So